Hi, I'm Susan and I'm one of the programme leaders within the Academy of Land and Environment. In this short video, I want to demonstrate a few ways that you can encourage birds into your garden. The quickest way to attract any form of bird into your garden is by putting out food, particularly when the weather is colder and normal food sources may be difficult to find. If you don't have access to a garden, a feeding tray on the windowsill can be very effective. From watching how birds feed, you may notice that they actually have different feeding preferences. So blackbirds typically feed on the ground and blue tits prefer a bird feeder. There are lots of different foods available to use when attracting birds. There are seeds, suet pellets, peanuts and sunflower hearts, just to name a few. The most important thing is to look for good quality bird food, as birds typically don't like fillers such as dried beans. One simple way of encouraging birds into your garden is to place a bird feeder somewhere safe, quiet and secure within your garden. And it's really important that you keep a check on that feeder and clean it out regularly with warm, soapy water. You could use a mild disinfectant, but make sure it's non-toxic, as this will reduce the buildup of bacteria that could spread amongst the birds within your garden. Now, if you don't have a bird feeder but you'd like to make one, all you need is some string, some scissors, a mixing bowl, a mould of some sort. I'm using a coconut mould, but you could use a yogurt pot, some lard to act as a binding agent and some seed. Okay? Now, your first step is to take your mould and to make sure that you have made a hole in the top of your mould. In that hole, you then want to thread a piece of string through and knot it on the inside. You can see here in the mould that I'm using that my string forms a loop, and that can be hung over a tree branch or it can be attached to a bird feeder that you might have already. Okay? Step 2 is you take your lard and you make sure that your lard is at room temperature, so it's not liquid but it's just soft enough that you can actually squeeze it with your fingers. You then cut it up into cubes and you place it into your mixing bowl. Then your next step is to add your bird seed. And then you want to get your hands involved and get your fingers involved, and you want to squidge and squidge and squidge and mix everything together so that eventually all of your lard and seed mix is mixed together. And this may take a few moments to make sure it's all combined. Now, once it's combined, it will start to look a lot like this consistency in here. And it may be that you find you want to add some more birdseed or add some more lard, and that's totally fine. You want to just keep it mixing and keep combining all these elements so that it forms one cohesive shape. Okay? Then, when that's done, your next step is to take your mould and to then push your mixture into that mould. And the idea is, whether you're using a yogurt pot or an old bird feeder mould like I've got, is to make sure that you push the mixture down so that it fills the entire space. Once you've done that, you might want to clean your hands at this point. You then take your mould. You want to place it in the fridge for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours, possibly overnight, just to make sure that your lard has firmed up a little bit so it's not as malleable or pliable as what it has been. Okay? Then once your bird feeder is set, you can then hang it from a tree branch within your garden, or you can attach it to a bird feeder. If you place your bird feeder somewhere where you can see it from the inside as well as outside in your garden, you can also spot the birds as they arrive from inside your house as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you decide to make your own bird feeder, please get back in touch and share your photographs with us. Thank you.